Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing great. This is a short video where I want to tell you about myself and what pushed me to open this YouTube channel. As you might know, my name is Anna and I'm a classical archaeologist. I'm Italian, but I've lived in London for the past 5 years, where I studied at UCL first and at the University of Oxford after. I have two major passions, museums and archaeology. So you can imagine the great impact that coronavirus had on my daily life. Before the spread of the virus, I used to work in the museum sector, organizing fun and educational activities for kids and adults in London's major museums. I think the British Museum was basically my second home. You would find me there every single day of my life. So of course, the closure of all museums was a very, very sad event. I was also very sad because my family was back in Italy, one of the countries that had been hit most violently during the health crisis, at least at that point. And I didn't really know what to do. I thought of going back to Italy just to live with my family for a while because I didn't really have much to do in London. And then I tried to think about some ways I could reinvent myself, some things I could do to keep living, to keep myself busy during this crisis. I knew for sure that I still wanted to work in my sector, so I didn't want to go on to something completely different. I love what I studied, which is classical archaeology. I love ancient languages and history in general. I have a strong passion for ancient art. And I think I got inspired by people who had lost their jobs and were trying to reinvent themselves with new jobs that hadn't really existed until that moment. And that's when I decided to open a YouTube channel, which was a great way for me to be able to share my passion with people around the world that might be interested in learning about the past. My main aim was to show that learning about the past can be fun. I often hear about the fact that many people no longer want to study classics or ancient history or archaeology, and that most of us go into sciences, which makes sense. But I wanted to show that it still can be important to study history and ancient languages. There is so much they can still offer us. So in my videos, I talk about the past and history and archaeology or ancient languages with a joyful approach, I would say. I try to make it light because I want people who have never even thought of studying ancient languages to think that it might make sense. It doesn't necessarily have to be boring. Essentially, I didn't have much. I'm still making my videos with my phone, and I have this very cheap microphone just because people basically couldn't hear me with my normal audio on my phone. It's giving me a lot of satisfaction. I never thought that people would actually stop by to watch my videos. It was more something I was doing for myself, to keep busy and to do something I like, which is, keep learning and talking about the past. I'm really excited about my project. It really means a lot to me. I don't know where it will take me. I don't know if we'll finish in a couple of months, but my idea is to continue working on it and continue reaching a wider audience. So I hope you'll want to support the project by subscribing. You only need to click on the red subscribe button below my video. And I know it's hard if you've lost your job, especially if you're working in tourism or art, museums, or, restaurants as well. But I hope everyone is making an effort to try to find new ways, to try to reinvent yourself, to try to, find new opportunities from this terrible and tragic situation. The number one thing that I've learned from studying history is that humans are always able to adapt to new situations, no matter how tragic they are. So this was just a short video to give you kind of little bit of background about myself. Maybe you've already watched some of my videos where I talk about history or art, but we haven't met each other, and this is kind of the way YouTubers used to introduce them to their audience. I hope you let me know what you think about it in the comments below, because it really means a lot to see whether this makes sense at all. You can also follow me on Instagram, IterArtis. I'm leaving the link in the description if you want to know more about my journey. And yeah, I hope everyone is safe and doing at least okay. And I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye.